It's the interview, part 1.
It is with great pleasure, because I've been watching his videos quite a lot, that we have Danny G on the podcast.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Oh, he's got his Viking voice on.
Character. We're going to go on a fun, hard-hitting journey today. His YouTube channel has just
strap
shot
yourself
up
in.
to over 40,000 subscribers.
Thanks, everyone.
The link to his channel will be near the top of the description box. So if you like what you hear today, I urge you to join me as one of his subscribers.
Oh, you're going to like it.
I have the links to his other social media in the description box as well. I'm just talking to him about writing a book as well, which I think he should do. So, Danny, before we get to your life story then, huge thank you for coming on. And we like to grip people by just extracting a crazy story from your life. And there was an occasion where you were in a pink nightie and you ended up fighting quite a lot of people.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Some blokes.
My son was down the shop. Yeah, right, doing whatever he was doing. I found out after what he was doing. That's why I calmed down, right? Yeah. So my son's down the shop. He's come back to the house. He's been kicked in by like 20 lads between 16 and 20 years of age, right?
Sweaty lads.
Yeah. So at the time, I've just grabbed whatever I can because I didn't want these lads getting out of there. I wanted them still there, yeah? So I've put my Mrs.'s pink dressing gown on and her pink slippers. I ran outside and my son's little 5-year-old bike was there. So I grabbed the bike and I'm going down the road like this on the bike.
What's it like a rat cunt?
So it was them lads who told me to mention this story. They went, Danny, it's meant... So I'm going down the road like this. He said, Danny, you just threw the bike. You know what I mean? I ran into him. So I ran into him. I've started fucking fighting that. The geezer from the chippy has run out and he's gone, Danny, no. I knew him. Do you know what I mean? So I've gone, look, mate, fucking listen. I said, they've had my son. I'm going to smash him and that. He's gone, no. Then my nephews and that. Your son was in the shop being racist, right? Now, I ain't racist, yeah? So from that moment on, I was like, okay, no problem, mate. And the funny thing was, right, yeah, my son was at the bottom of the road watching. I've looked at him. He's just run. Do you know what I mean, right, yeah? And the chip shop geezer's gone, Danny, you got free fish and chips for life, mate. I was like, sweet.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You got free fish and chips for life.
So how did all this start?
Wow.
Like, where were you born?
I was born in Doncaster.
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 So whereabouts is that on the map?
South Yorkshire.
So he's not a real Smethwick boy, is he?
And then you ended up in, like, the Midlands.
Yeah. Mum and Dad bought a pub down there.
How did your mum and dad meet?
Well, my mum and dad met because my dad was a doorman in Doncaster for many, many years.
Yeah.
And obviously through my mum just going out.
Of course it was.
She heard about Charlie Gratian and she wanted some of Charlie Gratian, so she got Charlie
She wanted some of Charlie Gratian.
So you've got this fighting DNA then from your dad, would you say?
And Grandad, yeah.
And
Because it goes
Grandad.
all the way back, to be honest.
Goes all the way back to the Vikings.
In school,
Biscuits.
were you into the more physical stuff?
Nah, you see, this is the thing with me, Sean.
Yeah.
All my brothers and my cousins and everything, they're all fucking rock solid. Yeah. When I was younger, I was the odd one out, bruv. I was a lover, not a fighter, innit? So I wasn't
Really?
like that. It took some...
Now you're the hardest.
switch me. Do you know what I mean? Which was a lot of grief. Do you know what I'm saying? So, to be honest, my school life was spent playing sports. I was just a sportsman. And I was
Semi-pro.
Chasing girls around like a normal lad.
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
really involved in none of that crazy shit until crazy shit started happening.
And academically then, were you interested in any of the other subjects, or was it mostly sports?
Every subject.
Every subject?
Yeah, I've always been a sponge for knowledge. Let's say
Really?
that. I love knowledge. I love it. Do you know what I mean?
I love
the greatest
knowledge.
thing that anybody ever gave me was the knowledge to read after them and find out what they've experienced, what they think. Do you know what I mean? Because
Oh my God, it's waffling now.
knowledge is power, mate. People
Definitely.
don't realise this.
Oh,
They
God.
don't realise this.
That's why certain books are banned in prison.
Well, certain books are banned worldwide, though. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because at the end of the day, you're not allowed to read them. Certain things taken out of, the Gospels and stuff, not allowed to read them.
Certain things getting taken off YouTube and stuff, but let's not go into that. All right, so you're in school. you're a normal lad, you know, into your sports, enjoying your subjects, learning all this stuff, meeting girls your age, and then what
Well,
was your plan to do after you finished school?
Either be a professional basketballer or a professional golfer.
oh my
Really?
God.
So I'm kind of
One of the
both,
two.
I'd say, even now at my old age.
Wow.
Old age.
Semi-pro, you know.
Well, I'm 40, man. You know,
And what actually happened? What did you do when you finished school? And how old were you?
I went to jail.
What was your first run-in with the law then? Was that it?
Nah, bro, it was a mad ride. It was a mad ride. My mum kicked me out when I was 14, coming 15.
no.
Kicked me out, onto the streets. I lived on the streets
For
for
what
a while
reason?
in Doncaster. For some stupidness, man. Do you know what I mean? She regrets it to this day, so she should. Love you, mum. You know, I love you and that, but I told you before I come on this podcast, I was going to be honest, man. So, sorry, mum, but, you know, I'm just going to put it how it is, yeah? Right? She kicked me out when I was 14, 15 because I basically, this is the reason why, I didn't get on with her fella. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't my dad. My dad had split up. I didn't get on with her fella. That was the core reason. So she kicked me out while I was still at school onto the streets, man. I lived on the streets. I had
Wow, on the streets.
I ended up living in a bedsit underneath loads of prostitutes. Now, what I will say is those prostitutes were nice women. They looked after me. Do you know what I mean? But from then, I went to Birmingham, bro. A group of people that I'd known from Birmingham before going back to Doncaster after my mum.
Raised by prostitutes.
Bro, fucking hell. They absolutely tortured me, bro.
The people you moved in with?
They tortured me. They fucking tortured me. All my crime was done through having to pay them money for this and that, or I was going to get battered. Dogs. You don't understand what I went through, Sean. It was rough. Rough. No human should ever have to go through that, mate.
No human.
Take us there.
Get
Slow
out.
down, take us there. So you arrive in Birmingham. What's this place you arrive at? What does it look like?
I arrived to a high-rise flat. I
I
arrived to a high-rise flat, bruv. Basically, these lads. Do you know what I mean? Right now, these lads are into crime. They are boys around the area that I come from. They are like the boys. You know what I mean? Right. So I'm living in a flat with these guys, and bruv, I couldn't even have a bath because if I had a bath, it was a high-rise flat, so there's no windows in them bathrooms. Do you know what I mean? They'd spray CS gas in the fucking bathroom, bro, and lock me in. Do you know what I mean? So I couldn't even have a bath, bro. If I was late with the rent, he'd set his fucking dog on me.
Excuses.
You know what I mean?
So these were lads in the 20s.
You smelly
These
bastard.
were lads all older than me, yeah. All older than me.
than you. And they were trying to like use you to make money for them, were they?
No, not necessarily. What it was they didn't like who I was because I was a nice person. I wasn't a fighter. And they were
Nice
into
person.
crime and battering people all the time. So they wanted to turn me into them. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't want that. I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't take drugs or nothing at this point. I didn't smoke or fuck all. They used to hold me down and pump fucking blowbacks into me and that, which got me addicted to fucking cannabis. You know what I mean? And then
How did you connect with these people in the first place?
That story's changed about it.
back in the day, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seriously, people that I knew from Birmingham that were willing to take me in because remember, I had nowhere to go. I
Yeah.
had fucking nowhere to go. I was living with prostitutes, bro, on Broxholme Lane in Doncaster.
Yeah.
If there's anybody
Wow.
from Doncaster watching this, you know what Broxholme Lane's like, yeah? Do you know what I mean, right? That's where I was living at 15.
So you moved into Smethwick.
Smethwick.
Smethwick, mate? That was Smethwick. That was Rowley.
Smethwick,
That
mate.
was after jail.
Got you. All right, so you're in Rowley. You're getting tortured by these guys. And
You're getting tortured?
psychologically then, how are you adjusting your mentality?
It wasn't that did it, bro. So I used to basically, like, I can tell you one instance, yeah. So I'm just sat in this flat minding my own business. One of the lads was running and stomped my head into the floor. I killed him and just took it, bro. You know what I mean? Like when they used to hold me down and punch me in the face and that, yeah, right? I just used to take it. I used to turn the ball and take it and cry like a bitch. Because I
For
didn't
nothing.
know any other way. These were big men to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean,
course,
right?
yeah,
I was
yeah.
petrified of them and they took full advantage of that, mate. The crime that I did, Sean, right, was robbing. Do you know what I mean? Thieving, shit like that, yeah?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Thieving little
Burglaries
shit.
and stuff, right? And I did that because I had rent to pay. If I didn't pay the rent, I'd get smashed to bits. Do you know what I mean, right? So then the people I was living with would say, go out and do this. And then I'd be like, I'd be torn. I'd be like, well, I don't want to do it because I'm not a criminal, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I've
Okay,
got to
nah.
do it. I'm going to get fucked up
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it's horrific, and we totally understand where you're coming from. Can you slowly take us through the day of your arrest? What happened?
Bro, they was looking for me for about a few months, bro. They was after me for a few months because
Yeah.
obviously fingerprints and whatever else they'd got on me. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Right.
Hiding.
They was after me
He
for
was
a few months.
hiding.
I found out they was after me. I did try and avoid them. I went back to my nan, bless her soul. And my nan talked me into handing myself in. She went,
Right.
you will deal with this. You cannot start your life again until you fucking deal with this.
Yeah.
So I had to shit in my pants and myself in. And do you know something, bro? I was facing 5 to 10 years, man.
Yeah.
First sentence.
How old are you at that point?
What did you do?
I was 16 and a half.
All right, so you go to what police station and what did you do? Just walk up to a desk?
I walked up to Bilston Police Station. They sent me to Wolverhampton, and then I was in Wolverhampton Crown Court.
So you walk up to that desk at the police station, and what did you say?
I said, my name's Daniel Gratian, you're looking for me.
Yeah.
And they went, hold on, we'll get like a side.
Surprised I didn't say my name's Danny G.
You come to hand yourself in? I went, yeah. He went, fair play, mate. He took me, cuffed me, but then I got...
Fair play.
I didn't get...
And let you go?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because obviously I'd been running for a few months in it, so I was a flight risk and whatever, so they remanded me.
So you then get put into a cell. What was that like?
Torture.
Just like his house.
Were you on your own or was there people?
The holding cell, I was with other people. Do you know what I mean? And then when I got put into the...
What was your interaction with them like?
I didn't interact.
You just stayed silent?
I just stayed silent, yeah.
Yeah.
I shit my pants, bro.
Yeah.
Never been in such a scary situation in my life.
Okay,
Those
now.
other people in the cell, were they much older?
Telling
than
the
you?
truth or what?
Well, no, it was YOY in it, so it was only from like 16 to 21 years old.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So there's nobody above the age of 21.
Did they try and start any shit with you?
No, they left me alone in the holding cell. Nobody did anything to me there.
Okay, and how long...
No one did anything to me.
When did you get moved?
I was only in there for a few hours and got to, I got remanded into Brinsford.
Yeah.
So I was in the holding cell for maybe fucking, I don't know, 45 minutes. It felt like a lifetime.
And then you got moved, and then what was it like in the next one?
Well, I got put into actual cell then. Do you know what I mean? With a pad mate.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was, I didn't talk for a few days, bro. He turned out to be an all right bloke, though, my pad mate.
So you just never said anything for the first few days?
Nah, he spoke to me first.
And you got to like take a shit in there in front of him and all that kind
Yeah,
of
but I
stuff,
wasn't
getting
used
used
to
to all
none of
that.
that stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't used to none of that. That was a real hard hit to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Having to smell somebody else's shit every day. Every fucking day, bro.
It's like living in a toilet, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. And especially if they don't eat very healthy, they're not healthy anyway. You know what that shit smells like. Fucking stinks, bro. Do you know what I mean? And the windows, yeah, you got windows, yeah, I got bars and windows, but the windows fucking only open that far, bro. That ain't letting fuck all out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What was the food in there then?
Boiled everything, bro. Fucking boiled potatoes, boiled cabbage. Listen, when I come out, I was 17 stone, right? So, yeah, I put on some fucking size. Do you know what I mean? Right? I was massive, bro, when I come out. I was way bigger than I am now.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Right? But, yeah, boiled everything. Just boiled everything. Meat, sometimes, boiled everything.
What did you say to your cellmate when you guys got talking?
They just asked me who I was, and do you know what I mean? I was still quite shy. And that.
What are you in for?
It was after I'd had a few kick-ins and that something just snapped, bro.
A few kick-ins inside?
Oh yeah, I got fucked up.
Go on, describe your first kick-in then. Where were you when that happened?
Walking down towards the breakfast to get breakfast, yeah, and I just woke up, bro, on my back, looking at loads of black geezers laughing at me.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Fucking scared the life out of me, that.
Yeah.
Because I thought to myself...
Luckily, they put him asleep before he turned into this medical.
They'd all gone to jail, so they'd all told me horror stories, bro. People getting and everything, do you know what I mean, right? So I was thinking, I could have got then and I wouldn't have even been able to do anything about it, you know what I mean? I was unconscious.
Yeah.
Fucking freaked me out, that did, bro.
Yeah. What was the next kick-in you got?
It was honestly, I was getting to education because I couldn't get a job.
What a question.
You know how jobs are reserved in jail.
Wow.
For people.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get a job straight away. So I was going to education. I was getting like £7 a week in it. So I bought some canteen and I literally bought a couple of packs of biscuits and a little thing of tobacco. That's all I could afford.
Yeah.
Walking back up the stairs, mate, bang, bang, bang in my fucking jaw. I'm on the floor, with a busted up mouth, and the geezer just took my shit. No reason. Never even had no interaction with this bloke before in my entire fucking life.
Savage.
Yes.
Okay, now all that's happened up to now is he's got his head fucking kicked in.
It was like the last straw, bro, really. Do you know what I mean?
Was
I've
it?
gone down, I'm sat in my pad and I'm debating, right? It's hard for me to say this because of who I am now. I'm debating whether to just fucking top myself, bro. I've had enough. Because for that just over 3 years that I was in jail, yeah, I had no visits, no postal orders, no letters. My whole family just left me to rot. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, now Mama G sounds like a nice woman, doesn't she?
So I was going to
Left him to rot.
I was literally going to top myself. I was tying my sheets together. I was going to hang myself off my bars. Do you know what I mean? I just had enough. Do you know what I mean? Right. And then, bro, do you know something? I'm crying my eyes out and that. Yeah. Right. Because I know I'm going to kill myself. I'm wondering what my dad's face is
Jesus
going to look like.
Christ.
He sees my body and all that. So I'm fucking crying like a bitch.
We'll be back with the interview after this. And now, the Smethwick News. Let's see what's happening in the world of Smethwick this week. Vicar threatened with knife after disturbing man breaking into a post box. Fucking hell. Let's break that down, mate. A vicar was threatened with a knife after disturbing man breaking into a post box. Was he breaking into a post box? Wow. Let's get into it, let's see. A vicar was threatened at knife point by a man he had caught breaking into a post box. Police have now arrested a 50-year-old man, also it can't be Dana, in connection with the attempted robbery in Smethwick. Fuck me, man. What was he doing breaking into a post box? The incident, which happened in December last year, saw the vicar threatened with the weapon when he disturbed the would-be thief. Luckily, he was not armed and nothing was stolen. Big up to the vicar anyway, he wasn't scared, he went over to him, confronted him. And one of the Smethwick boys, scumbags from Smethwick, pulled a fucking knife on the vicar. Wow. That's it for this today. Smethwick News. And now, it's comment of the day. Today's comment of the day goes to Joanne Byrne, who says his midlife crisis is trotting on now for 5 years. It's never going to end, ever. You can just tell, he's just mental over. Congratulations, Joanne Byrne, for comment of the day.
Bro, do you know something? I'm crying my eyes out on that. Yeah, right? Because I know I'm going to kill myself. I'm wondering what my dad's face is going to look like when he sees my body and all that. So I'm fucking crying like a bitch.
Yeah.
And it turned into hysterical laughter. Do you know what I mean? Like,
oh, God. The Joker.
Hysterical laughter. And I sat there all night thinking about the most bloodiest things
God,
you've ever imagined. And it's turned me psychotic in one night. I went from normal to fucking nuts in one night.
That was the first night you turned into the Smethwick cult?
He tried to take my food. We had metal trays, innit? I smashed him to fucking bits, bro. It took a lot of screws to pull me off.
Oh, God, they did.
And I was only like him. But my son's there. You can see my son. I was like him, bro. And it took a lot of men to pull me off. Because once I lost it, the power...
The power from the Smethwick cult.
Power, bro. Was real. Like, I could throw men around like I'm 11 and a half stone through, bro. Do you know what I mean? And then do you know something? Once I realised that power, my whole aura changed. I battered a few people. Do you know what I mean? I had a geezer like I'm sat on a weight bench in the gym. Rather than confront me like a man, yeah, he's come and smashed me in a fucking... I've got a big scar on the back of my head, yeah? He's smashed me with a dumbbell in the back of the head, a 10 key dumbbell, thinking it's going to drop. I've got like that, looked at him, bang, 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 bit his nose. You know what I mean? Once I learn what they can do.
Once I learn what they can do.
They are fucking deadly. They will stop a man in...
He's turning psychotic.
I'm telling you now.
His eyes are changing.
Wow. Do you know what I mean? And then it was block and sat in the block and just winding myself. The
Smethwick
preparing myself for war. Every fucking war. You want some?
Oh, you want some? Huh? You want some?
And that's what I did for years, bro. Do you know what I mean? And then I came out, what you see before you, but much bigger, much nastier. I've learned to control it somewhat now. Yeah, but when I come out of jail at 20 years of age, mate, I was a fucking lunatic.
Still are.
This is fascinating.
Absolute lunatic.
It's really interesting because you've took us on this journey from your childhood to these horrendous things that have happened to you, and you've really set the table skillfully so people understand how just an innocent kid, savaged and brutalised, can just snap in one day and think, right, I'm not having this anymore.
And turn into the Smethwick cult.
I've now got to be worse than them to stop them from doing this to me.
I've always thought like that, sure.
Yeah.
I will hurt you more than you've ever been hurt.
Fucking nah.
Buddy. Yeah. Trust me, I will fuck you up to within an inch of your life. I will drink you like a vampire, bitch.
Wow.
You know what I mean, right? And that is why, no lie, this is no gas to anybody on camera. I'm not fucking lying here, right? Where I live, no fucker will come and cause trouble with me.
Won't dare.
Now, I don't cause trouble, Sean. This is the thing that people need to understand, right? I don't cause nothing. I'm not a drug dealer. right? I'm not a gangster, yeah? I'm a
Viking.
I stay the fuck out of everybody's business. I don't get involved. Do you know what I mean, right? But then people think sometimes that they can come and take the piss at my front door. Now the thing is, people always say to me, how do you go so psychotic so quick, right? I'm going to tell you this fucking straight, right? You come to my door, I imagine you, my wife.
Wow.
I imagine you, my
Jesus.
wife. So now I'm going to fucking kill you. Now,
Kill ya!
I'm going to tear your head off and drink everything that is inside you. Fucking great, you cunt.
That would fuck
Switch it
the...
on that quick. That's how I can do it, Sean.
That's how I can do it,
That's the
sure.
thoughts that I think of, because I have now got a sick mind when I choose to be sick. And it's society that's done that, bro. It's society. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't hassle you. I don't come near you. Why the fuck are you coming near me?
Would you say it's society or the scumbags in society?
It's the scumbags in society. It's not all of society, Sean. Some people are lovely, mate. The interactions that I have, I mean, this is a podcast, right? So, hold on a minute. This is a podcast, right? So at the end of the day, I've explained to you before, if I get angry and that, nothing will happen. It's just me explaining stuff and stuff won't make me angry. Yeah? I'm a very nice person.
Oh, God.
I am. I know I might not look it sometimes, but I'm a nice fucking person. I want the best for everybody, right? I got lots of compassion. That's something I never lost from when I was a kid. Did not lose compassion. Do you know what I mean, right? I'm not a bully. I don't start trouble with fucking nobody. But, bro, if you start with me, man, whatever happens to you, that's not my problem. I haven't asked for this. You know what I mean?
There's just so many shit stirrers and troublemakers in the world.
Oh, there is.
They won't leave people alone, will they?
No, they won't. They'll keep prodding and prodding and prodding until they create a monster.
Yeah.
And then society that's created that monster doesn't like what they've created. Well, do you know something? I'm fucking sorry. But do you know something? For me, Sean, I could probably, because I meditate a lot now.
God, so you do everything.
That's what's... I have to deal with anything,
Yeah.
do it myself.
Lone wolf. I guess once a nose has been bitten off, it kind of sets an example to other people to stay away from you.
Yeah, it's excellent. Yeah. But I don't want no more after that.
Yeah. So what was your routine like in the Young Offenders once you'd established yourself?
First of all, I became landing cleaner. Yeah. Through becoming landing cleaner, obviously I got to know quite a few people, and I used to pass. Can I say this? Pass parcel. Can I?
Yeah, you can say
Can
whatever you
I
want.
talk about that?
Pass the parcels.
So I used to obviously be landing cleaner. Everyone.
He's on it.
Man's
He's
pad,
definitely been in prison.
Passes you
You can
something,
tell.
and then you take it to the next man, but you get something out of that for passing it. Do you know what I mean? So I was quite enterprising from that moment on. I saw everybody else earning money out of phone cards, backy, weed. I saw them all just flogging it everywhere and earning a lot of money, to be fair, Sean. Yeah? And I was just like, fuck, I want some of this. So I was landing cleaner, so I was getting parcels and that, and maybe having a spliff, but then selling a spliff for 50 fucking quid to other people. Do you know what I mean, right? Who
No,
was
you
coming
blacked
in,
that.
selling for 50 quid.
50
They
quid?
had to give me phone
Fuck
cards and
off.
backy to pay for that 50 quid out of the canteen.
Not for-
and then
not
my
for a
pad
spliff.
went from empty to really full really quick. Do you know what I mean?
All his lies are
Got me after that,
extreme.
So, do you know what I mean? And then I became gym orderly.
50 quid.
And gym orderly is really the top position that I wanted in the jail. And once I became gym orderly, mate, my time flew.
Did
I
you have
was
a fitness routine?
Yeah, bro, I used to get up every morning, hundreds of press-ups, hundreds of sit-ups, yeah? Then I'd get
Oh, God, here we go.
Then I'd be in the gym. Do you know what I mean? Then I'd play whatever sport they was going to do in the afternoon with the wings, yeah, or with ref, depending on what the actual gym screws wanted us to do. Clean out the showers and whatever, but then we'd be allowed to go in the gym again. And then I'd go back to my wing, I'd have my food, I'd go back in my pad, I'd put my mattress up against the wall and just start smashing it. Because I had a single pad then. When I became Jimmy Audley, I had a single pad, my own fucking pad. I could do what the fuck I wanted in there, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I became massive, bro. Huge, strong as fuck.
You said you went up to 17 stone. Was that solid muscle?
Well, it's never going to be solid because of the diet. Do you know what I mean? The diet is boiled vegetables, so low carbohydrates. So I'd say not solid, but quite solid. Imagine somebody on steads. Imagine somebody on steads.
Not solid, but quite solid.
Puffy, kind of. Like that. That's what you look like if you eat bare carbs, everyone. If you eat bare carbs, you will get big, but you will be puffy with it.
And you've got videos on your channel of you working out and doing fighting moves and stuff.
Yeah, I train like a beast, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so
Beast.
how was your court case going during this period of your life?
Well, obviously, we've kind of skipped to me getting sentenced. I'm in jail now, bro. I've been sentenced, 27 months detained. I got 27 months detained. If people don't know the criminal system, I don't know if it works the same now, but like 20 years ago or whatever, yeah, you get a detained sentence, you have to do the lot, right? You don't do half, so you get 27 months now, just 27 months, you've got 13 months or something. Good behaviour, you might be out on 11. You get a detained sentence, you've got to do the lot. So I got 27 months detained. I ended up with 6 months and extra days. More than that, but the governors of the jail said to me towards the end of my sentence, if you behave and don't cause no ruckus or anything like that, we'll knock some shit off. So I ended up doing 27 months plus 6, 33 months.
All right, before we continue the jail then, take us through the day of your sentencing.
That adds up.
Woken up at a certain hour in your cell and told...
I was woken up at 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning.
Obviously, I was 7. In Bedford, then taken to the courts. Sat downstairs in the courts for fucking hours, bro, before I was called up.
How were you feeling at that point?
Shit in my pants. I was being told I was going to get 10 years, bro. So
you were looking at 10?
I was looking at 10.
And would you have to do the whole 10 on that?
Well, no, the whole 10. I mean, if it's going to be 10 years, then I'm probably... I mean, what would I do? About 7.5 or something like that?
7 or something.
I think that's how it would have worked in my head.
Knocking off time served, you mean?
Yeah, knocking off time served. It would have been
around
about 7.5,
about
I think I would have done.
Yeah.
So I was in my head thinking I'm going to do 7.5 fucking years here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you're thinking of the worst case scenario. You get taken out of the cell and put in the court. And what was the atmosphere in the court like?
My nan was crying. Crying a little heart out.
And that was it.
She did.
How did that feel, hearing her speak?
How about Mama G?
It was really...
Where's she in all this?
Yeah.
It was...
Leaving you to rot.
Bless her. Fucking hell. Come on, Danny, you big man. Bless her.
Wow.
Yeah, she was
The
just trying
Danny
to...
G with tears.
Really fucking hard.
Can't believe me eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
Wow.
She was the only person. She sent me 3 letters at the beginning of my sentence and 3 £5 postal orders, bless her. But
He is human, after all.
I think my Uncle Roy, you cunt. Do you know what I mean? Right, told her not to come and visit me anymore, so she didn't come to the letters or nothing.
Uncle Roy, you cunt.
He's a fucking cunt. The thing is, Uncle Roy, like, he won't watch this, but if you do, you know, mate.
All right, so the judge then, did the prosecutor come out and say like a load of stuff against you?
Well, basically, it was all the charges brought up. And she was going on like I was a career criminal, bro. She was like going on like I had no remorse and I was a career criminal and, do you know what I mean? Rah, fucking rah. She was making me sound like a right cunt. Do you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously my solicitor stood up and explained some of the extenuating circumstances. But to be
Some of the
honest,
what?
none of the police arrested me, right?
Some of the what, Daniel?
People I was living with, because they was the criminals, bro. They wanted the people I was living with, and I didn't give them up. And the police were all right with me until the moment when I said, look, I said in an interview, I said, look, I says, I know what you're after here, bro. I said, it's not going to happen. I says, I did the crime, I'll do the time. Now, yes, most of that shit I did, these people did with me or made me do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I took it.
But you're too scared.
On my own fucking chin. Do you know what I mean?
Too scared.
I don't think it went too well for me.
Been
bro.
battered enough times.
Right. So when the sentence came down then, were you surprised?
Well, yeah, because I turned around, because of the lads I've been living with, I knew a little bit about sentences and stuff, do you know what I mean? And I looked at him, I didn't hear the detained bit, bro. So I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
So I looked at him and I went, well, am I going to do like just over a year then? Do you know what I mean? And he went, no, you got the detained sentence. I was like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
So I was really happy thinking I'm going to do just over a year. And then he told me and I was like, fuck. And then I sunk again.
Do you get to take your back time off that? No.
Your remand time, yeah.
Yeah. So with 27 months then, with your back time taken off, you thought you were going to get 10 years. Was it still a relief?
Yes, of course it was. A fucking really big relief.
So did you just feel like lighter and a load lift
Yeah, I
off
felt
you?
really light, and then obviously once I arrived into the atmosphere of the jail, then it raw. Do you know what I mean? It was like raw. Do you know what I mean? It was the worst. I've never experienced nothing like it in my life, bro.
Yeah.
It was like the fucking jungle.
Yeah.
The fittest survive, and the weakest just die.
That's it for part 1. Tomorrow will be part 2. It's going to be 3 parts, this. It's a long interview. I hope you like the new setup. I've revamped the old channel, the new thumbnails, new everything. You would have noticed anyway. Everything, the questionarians. Smedic news. Hope you like it all anyway. Thanks for everyone subscribing, commenting, sharing the video. See you all in the next one. Peace.